So, are we well? Yeah. Wonderful news. Right, hello, my name's Joe. I want to start with a little bit about criticism. Now, we're all being judged here, but also you are all critics. We're all critics, and this is seen no more so than on the website Amazon. Now, on Amazon, you can buy pretty much anything and write a review of that thing. Now, the way the reviews work on Amazon is they have like a tagline, which is sort of précis of your review, and then a paragraph, which is the main body of your review. Now, this is a review for the complete works of Shakespeare. Now, I think you'll agree they're quite good, aren't they? Complete works of Shakespeare, quite a big deal. Tagline for this is just one word: weak! Quite a claim to make about the complete works of Shakespeare. Let's find out what their point is. I was very disappointed at the quality of the paper. Felt like it would rip by just turning the page. Right, you've not reviewed the complete works of Shakespeare there. You reviewed paper. Let's work out what we're reviewing. But it continues. Also, the language used is outdated and terrible for most people to understand. It was written some time ago. And also, semantically, you can't say something's terrible for most people to understand. That doesn't make sense within the English language, so therefore, you're terrible for most people to understand, and a cunt. Let's just hope he doesn't write any more of this crap. I don't think there's a risk there, is there? He's been dead for a number of years. But it's not just literature or culture you can review on Amazon. You can review anything they sell, and they sell a lot. This is a review for a towel with a picture of a cat on it, right? Somebody's bought a towel with a picture of a cat on it and gone, right, the world needs to know my opinion on this towel. I'm going to write it to Amazon. The tagline for this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read. Rather disappointing. I don't know how a towel with a cat on it can be rather disappointing, but let's find out why. I was very disappointed to find that the picture on this towel is not a photo, but merely an animated print, which could be a picture of any cat. Did you want a picture of a specific cat? Is that what you're after? Do you think you're going to be on the beach in Malaga, you have your towel out, and somebody's going to go, oh, that's a nice towel, what cat's that? Oh, it could be a picture of any cat. Oh, how embarrassing for you! I'll tell you a few things about myself. I'm a student, this is a student competition, and I was thinking about like, what is it to be a student, how do you define being a student? And one of the things I came up with is money. Like, I don't have a lot of money, so I had to get a job, and I work in a theatre. Now, one of the things you realise in any sort of customer service is that the general public are fucking stupid. Not you, obviously, you're an intelligent comedy audience, but theatre audience is not so good. The worst for it are the ballet crowd, right, because they're kind of middle-aged, middle-class, kind of pseudo-intellectual. They think they're intelligent, but they're missing the point. They say things like, I know children are dying in Africa, but isn't it annoying when somebody's rude with the checkout in Waitrose? You know, this sort of mentality. I was on a bar for this one shift, and I've been told to serve all my drinks in plastic cups. I had no choice in the matter, I'm a mere puppet of the theatre, this is what I had to do. This very well-dressed gentleman came and he said, I'll have a red wine, please. So I poured him this red wine in a plastic cup, and he went, oh no, I couldn't possibly have a red wine out of a pathetic plastic cup. Like really angry and venomous about this plastic cup. And I thought, well, I could go and get him a glass, but I've been told not to. So I thought, I'll challenge him. So I said, the receptacle is arbitrary, it's the contents you should be worried about. To which he responded with, good point, and just walked off. Oh, this is the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened ever, right? When you're on a bar, you put a glass of sliced lemons on the bar, and then if somebody wants some lemon, they just help themselves. Now, this old man came in and ordered a lemonade. Now, the protocol with this is you put a can of lemonade on the bar and a glass, and they pour it themselves. Now, his eyesight obviously wasn't very good, because he poured the lemonade into the glass of lemons, inadvertently creating the most lemony drink possible. If there was an award for the most lemony drink, it would win, right? Now, I was in shock, so I didn't say anything, and he got this lemonade, took a massive gulp of this lemonade. Now, the only way I can describe what happened to his face is, you know when you pour salt on a slug, he sort of retracts into itself. His eyes are watering, people on the bar going, fucking hell, what's going on? Brought this lemonade down, and sort of pondered for a second, and then he just said, that's a very posh lemonade. Give yourself a pectic ulcer if you live like that. You do get quite downbeat about it. You think, well, I'm a human, they're a human, we all have the capacity to be intelligent, why are they making use of this? And stupidity does annoy me, and you get really annoyed by it, and I just think, fuck it, we'll play games on them. So we've developed a few games. The first one's very simple, it's called the No Game, and you play it if you're on a bar. Basically, if somebody comes in and orders a drink, you say no as you get it for them. So somebody come up and go, I'd like a Coke please, and you go, no. Never has anyone been more confused. It's a little bit... The other game we play is, we had Monkey Change of the West, which is the show by the Gorillas, and we played the It's Coming On game, which is, you had to get as many It's Coming Ons in before you showed somebody to their seat. So you get the ticket and you go, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's dead, just down there. Okay, I managed to get 7 in with an old woman who thought she was having a stroke. The best game that we play, by far, and this requires a bit of setup, right? When we talk to each other, we talk normally, don't we, in a normal fashion. But in other scenarios, we're quite acceptant of ridiculous voices. So a good example is the news presenter voice, because it always has that upward inflection. So it seems like, you killed a friend with a box of timed mines. It's always like, at the end of it, right? Now, there's a man who does the announcements in a theatre, and he does it in a ridiculous voice, but also he puts pauses in it to make it sound like it's recorded, but it's not recorded. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So we'll go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to the Palace Theatre, where this evening's performance of Mary Poppins. That's bizarre. The other voice we're quite accepting of is that E4 X Factor voiceover. Some of you may be familiar with this. I've been developing an impression of this over the last year or so. It's very much on here, so it's sort of like, live from London, it's White! Like that, yeah. It's an impression, isn't it? It's a good impression. It's quite difficult to apply to real life. However, the man who does the announcements in the theatre was ill, so they asked me to do it. And I thought, if he can get away with these ludicrous pauses, I'm just going to do the Mary Poppins bit in the X Factor voice, everything else is normal. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to the Palace Theatre, where this evening's performance of Mary Poppins! And he got sacked. It's a bizarre voice, isn't it? It's quite difficult to live with if that's your voice. It's certainly not a voice you want to hear when you're orgasming, is it?